Hey guys, Let Me Speak podcast, back in action, episode 3. Let Me Speak podcast is a podcast to where I speak about my experiences, my life, and hopes to inspire you guys to live your best life, your authentic life, and show you that you're not alone. So here we are. Thank you so much for tuning into my previous podcast. If you're new here, what's good, fam bam? If you guys were here last week, I want to know, did you do your homework? Did you do the forgiveness thing? Forgive yourself, forgive somebody else, start in your brain. You didn't have to say it out loud quite yet, but start the forgiveness process. You know what I'm saying? Say it to yourself. Say it out loud. All them things. If you have not, you good, fam, but eventually. It's no rush. It's in your own pace. It's on your own time. I'm just here to give what I've learned out, and you apply it where you feel like you need to apply it. But today we are talking about small habits equaling a big lifestyle. And I feel like this is going to be actually a pretty quick podcast because to me, it's so self explanatory. Everything that you do in your life creates the big outcome of the lifestyle that you are currently living. Everything you've done, everything you do on a daily basis, your habits that you pick up, the habits that you get rid of, all of that plays a part in what your lifestyle has become. If you want to be a big old video gamer, right? How do you expect to have that video game lifestyle going to the VidCons and all the things that y'all go to by watching somebody playing a game, or just watching TV every day, or going on hikes is a great habit to do, but at the end of the day, are you also doing things that's going to aid in this video game lifestyle? So if you're watching somebody play the games, you're not doing it. They might be getting in that lifestyle of video gamer, having all of their, what is it called, Twitch and stuff like that, but you're just watching. You're not taking action. So what would you have to do? Step away from constantly watching, step away from always just looking on YouTube, watching other people play, and set up your own camera, play your own games. Or if you need to learn how to be good, start playing the games yourself, figuring out the logistics, all of the little techniques, all of the ways. Pick up that habit. Pick up the habit of looking into doing research. Take like an hour out of your day to look into research, what's popular, what's trending, what do I have to get into, stuff like that. Also, you can't expect to be this spiritual, loving, peaceful, nature going, fruit and vegetable growing human if you're constantly sitting on the couch watching Netflix, sleeping, and on social media all day. Like, that's, if you do that, like, there's no problem with having your moments where you're on your phone, but there's sometimes where you get engulfed in all of that stuff. And now you done got off of work, and now all you do is just look at your phone for the next 3 hours, or look at the TV for the next 4 hours, or take a nap and then have to go to sleep later that night. That's not going to put you in that lifestyle that you want to live. Now you've just created a very simple 9 to 5 job. I hate working for somebody, but I'm not going to do nothing to change it lifestyle. And now you're probably going through the motions of being sad, being irritated, being frustrated with your life and whatnot. So what do? You change those small habits, get off of your phone, lower it to maybe an hour out of the day. Pick up a habit of reading a book on fruits and vegetables so that you know the basic forms of like how to plant or what they do. Meditate, pick up the habit of meditating, even if it starts as 5 minutes. Start small, and over time you will create that lifestyle that matches what you desire. The only way to create that life that you want is to change your current habits and what you do every single day. I feel like a lot of times people get overwhelmed because they're like, it's so much, and that's not who I am, and I don't know where to start. And I get that. Like, it can definitely be overwhelming if you're thinking, oh my God, I want to have a beautiful home and I want it to always be clean and I want to be peaceful and I want to be in a really good mental standpoint and I want to do crafts and be creative and all this stuff. And now you're thinking of all, like, there's so many things that you must grow through and do in order to get to that point. So my advice to you with that is write down, like, on a sheet of paper, what is your ideal life that you want to live. Like, how do you want to live? How do you want to feel about yourself? How do you want to experience the world around you? And then under that, next to it, wherever on the sheet of paper, write down the habits that you feel like you would have to do in order to accomplish that. Okay? And after you do that, now you have your list of things. Start with the very top one. Create that. Put a star next to that habit, whatever you need to do, and focus on that one. So if you put pick up after myself because you want to live in a very clean home because you're used to like clutter or something. All right. First thing you want to focus on is learning to pick up after yourself. So if you're finished with something, put it directly away where you got it from. If a carton gets empty, instead of leaving it on the counter, put it in the recycling or the trash, whatever item it is that needs to go wherever. Do that habit until it becomes ingrained in you to where it no longer feels like a chore. Because once you get past that point, now that's your life. Like, that's what you do. Like, for instance, the gym with me, I don't want to say it felt like a chore, but it kind of did. Like, it was one of those things. Like, oh my God, I have to get up. I have to go to the gym today. I really don't feel like it, da da da. But I've done it so much. It was a habit at first in my eyes. And now, because I've done it so much, now I look forward to going to the gym. Like, this is my lifestyle. This is what I do. If I don't go, it messes up like my balance, you know? And when I leave the gym, half the time I'd be wanting to go back that same night, but I'm like, that's a lot. So I don't quite do that. But yeah, I sometimes catch myself falling out of the lifestyle that I'm trying to create because I'll catch myself being on my phone on social media, just scrolling for like 2 hours at a time. And it's like, what? First of all, I create content. I'm over here watching, within that 2 hours, I'm over here watching other people create content. But during that time, I could be creating the content and putting it out. But what happens is I get so engulfed in the social media because it's like, all right, this is my time out, to relax. I get so engulfed that now when I'm done and I'm off the phone, now I'm tired. Like, it drained all of my energy. And now I don't have the energy to film, and I'm like, we can do it tomorrow. And if that becomes like a reoccurring thing, then now you are setting yourself up and just telling yourself what kind of lifestyle you want to live, just in the what ifs instead of the doing. I've wanted to be that peaceful, patient, extra loving person. I've always been really loving and whatnot, but my patience level has been has in the past been super, super low. And I mean, I still have things to work on with that, but I've created the habit of getting into meditation, doing the things that I enjoy doing that bring me peace, and also figuring out where that impatience comes from so that I can change the things that I'm doing that may be aiding to it. But it comes with that decision of wanting to change the way that you live. I wanted to have a really clean, beautiful home. taught myself, put things away after you're done using it, clean up after yourself immediately. But it's also stuff that came from my childhood. Like, I was taught to do the dishes, I was taught to have chores and clean up after myself. But it's funny because, like, when you become a teenager, then it's like your room is super messy, or you create these other habits that, because now you're old enough to make your own decisions, hey, I'm not gonna do it. But I had to get out of that and be like, bro, I want like a dope ass spot. So what do I have to do? I have to reform those habits back, those good habits of cleaning up after myself. So it's a lot of small things that you put together, and it eventually creates this big, huge lifestyle. You want a peace of mind? Meditate, do yoga. You want a healthy body and to be in shape and reach your body goals? You have to get in the gym, change the things that you eat in the kitchen. You want a strong mindset and deeply love yourself? Talk to yourself in the mirror. It's those small habits. Talk to yourself positively in the mirror. Let me say that. It's those small habits that will really affect how you live. And then when you start doing that, then it just unlocks like more potential for yourself to be even better. So, and then it's just an ongoing journey. Like, and it's okay to fall down sometimes, and it's okay to have a setback, but don't let it keep you back. Don't let it have its foot on you and you keep you down. Like, you get back up and try again. I've been on that journey for so long that each time I stopped, I got more frustrated with myself, but it didn't stop me because I don't want to feel that way. It pushed me harder to, all right, let's try this again. Let's do this again until you get it right. It took me 6 years for the gym to be actually consistent. And finally, here we are. Consistent, actually changing body composition and figuring out what I need to eat, what I need to do, and doing all the things for my health. And it's put me in a position of, all right, now that just leads into my filming and my social media accounts, to where I feel like now I have the space where I can help other people in that area. So now I want to film, now I want to record. So I have this habit of making sure I bring my speaker or my microphone, my stand with me to the gym, or filming like things that I eat and stuff, because that's what I want to do. And I can't inspire other people to eat healthy and take care of their life, take care of their minds, their mental, if I'm not showing them what it takes to get there, showing them what I've experienced and what I had to do to get there. So, yeah, that's pretty much it today. That's kind of what I wanted to say. Remember that whatever lifestyle that you're living right now, whatever you're in, for the most part, I want to say, because I don't want to say 100%. Maybe some other people will argue saying that it is 100%, but because I know there's situations in life that happens that's not our doing, there's always something that you can do to improve it. There becomes an age and a time in your life where you make your own decisions, and you have to stop blaming your past, blaming your experience, your past situations, your experiences, as to why you're living the way that you're living, because you can always reverse it, you can always change it, no matter what. It just may be harder for some people than other people, and that it makes sense, but it doesn't mean that it's impossible. So, homework. Homework time. Write down your list, or write down what you want your lifestyle to be, and then next to it, write down your list of habits that you feel like is going to help form you, or form that lifestyle, like what you need to do to get there. Boom. First step. Next step, take one of those things and focus on doing that every single day. If you skip a day, it's okay. Do it the next day. Ingrain it into your system and what you do every day. My new thing, jogging. As soon as I wake up, pretty much. Like, I'm waking up early, because I always get up between 5 and 7. So now get up at 5:30, go outside, jog. It doesn't have to be long. Start small. Come back, do the things. I'm picking up this new habit. Did it this morning. It was great. I'm gonna because I had actually did this before. I got up, started jogging when I moved back to New York. I did it in Florida too, but I stopped, started again, stopped. Now I'm starting again. And I feel like that's going to also aid in my physique and changing that to where I want it to be. And yeah, it's just, bro, it's just take that small habit, take that one off that list, apply it to your life, to your daily routine, and let's see what you get. And when you feel like you are at a good space to add on to another habit, do that. They are doing work outside now. It's about that time. So I'm going to head out. I'll see you guys next week. You'll see me next week. You'll hear me next week. Peace, love, prosperity. Gang, gang. Thank you so much for tuning into this podcast and really listening to my experiences, my life, and what I've learned from it, and taking what you guys can from it and applying it to your life and your situations. Remember, everybody's experience is different, so only take what you can, take what resonates with you. And I am excited to be here next week and speak on something new, something fresh, and hopefully you guys are as well. Feel free to rate this podcast, leave a review, a comment, a like, whatever area you're listening or watching this on. It really helps boost it so others just like us can find the podcast and learn and grow as well. Until next time, love y'all. Peace, love, prosperity, gang, gang. All right. Bye.